What's good, YouTube? It's a quest of and prophecy, and you know what, man? I really had to dissect this whole entire draft. This whole entire draft. Um, Now I'm just gonna speak on the NFC East. I don't. I can. I could give two rats. I could give two rats about the other division. You know what I'm saying? Now the NFC East in this division, you had the Cowboys and the Eagles swapping picks. Okay, I didn't think that the Eagles nor the Cowboys was going to swap picks, but I guess it forced the New York Giants to pull back. Now, you know, like I think the Giants still could have picked whoever they want at 11, but I guess the Eagles against I guess the Eagles and the Cowboys forced the Giants' hand, kind of like a poker game. Like they forced the Giants to crawl back. So okay, yes, the Giants got picked from the Bears. We don't know if next year's draft class is going to be quarterback heavy. It might probably take another 3 years to 4 years until we have another great, or not great, until we have until we have a crop of great or okay quarterbacks again, like this draft class. Like this draft class, I don't think we'll ever see this draft class again for another 4 years, or for another 3 years, or for another 5 years. Next year might be wide receiver heavy, like it was in 2014, or next year it might be defensive heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like cornerbacks, defensive ends, linebackers, and stuff like that. You might have found like three or two great quarterbacks in in next year's draft class. But like I said, I knew Dave Gettleman was going to trade this pick. But who they got at number 20 was beyond me. They got a fucking receiver, bro. Now, I'm not going to bash the kid. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was doing my homework on him, he was ranked fifth in Pro Football Focus among wide receivers. He was ranked fifth. Splashy dude, fast, talented, can catch the balls, use them in the slot, kind of like a Julian Edelman, Wes Welker. You know what I'm saying? Kind of have the same frame as OBJ. You know what I'm saying? Not as fast as, OBJ was fast. I've seen him on tape. He doesn't really look that fast to me, but he plays fast. You know, he doesn't look fast, but he plays fast. But we didn't need a wide receiver. But like I said, I understand what I understand what the Giants was doing. They needed to add weapons to Jones because this is a make or break year for Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones is gonna exceed. I think he's gonna be the quarterback of the future because there's only way. You can only go down from here. You know what I'm saying? It's either you trend up or you go down even further. You know, and the Giants don't want to keep picking quarterbacks through free agency, picking quarterbacks. Because like I said, we don't know when we'll ever see this group of quarterbacks again. Like I said, it might take the next 5 years before we even get to see another group of quarterbacks like this again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think next year's is going to be quarterback heavy? No. So I just think that it was a bad idea. I think the Giants should have either gone offensive lineman or draft, you know, an edge rusher. But seeing how they were just so awful on the offensive side of the ball, the Giants are going. away from their needs. The Giants are basically doing what we expected them to do, get flashy players. Because, like I said, this is a break or make year for Daniel Jones. You know, if Daniel Jones was in his fourth, fifth year and doing good, I think we would have probably picked an edge rusher. We should have picked an edge rusher, but I said again, like I said in my other video, no team comes in this draft with 6 picks. Look at what the Jets did. The Jets, let me see, the Jets picked number 2, and the Jets picked at number 14. So the Jets got very good. They knew that they couldn't really do with nothing with the picks that they got. So they doubled down, pick number 2 and pick number 14. And then obviously pick number 23 went to the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't get it. Cowboys, let's move on to the Cowboys. The Cowboys had the steal of the draft. I'm sorry. Parsons is going to be one heck of a player because, again, shout out to the Cowboys Nation. You know what I'm saying? They had to move on from Sean Lee. Sean Lee is just an injury-prone linebacker that just can't stay healthy. So I think Michael Parsons is going to come there week 1, set the tone. You know what I'm saying? Whether he's an edge rusher or not, he's still an outside linebacker. They try to compare him to Lawrence Taylor, but I guess that was just to get a little buzz out of the media. But he just flashes. He kind of reminds me of a Tyrann Mathieu. He just has a nose for the football. A lot of people thought that he was gonna. A lot of people thought the Cowboys was gonna take either a cornerback, or a tight end. But I think Pitts was gonna fall in the top 5, which he did to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Surtain. I think who? Let me see. Who picked Surtain? Uh, um, I think the Panther. Let me see how many. I forgot who he went to. Cause I was in the bathroom when the Cowboys was picking. Whoever got Surtain is gonna be one heck of a play. I think the Broncos got Surtain, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the Eagles obviously got Devontae Parker. I think that's the highest receiver that they had in a long time since Deshaun Jackson out of Cal. So yeah, and then obviously the Cowboys with Parsons, uh, Eagles with Sartain, and who did the Washington Redskins pick? The Washington Redskins picked a linebacker. I had them projecting to pick a cornerback. They went linebacker out of Kentucky. So getting better at that. I thought I thought Parsons was gonna fall to the Redskins. To the Washington team, but obviously they didn't. So the Giants went offense, Eagles went offense, Cowboys went defense, Redskins went defense. So yeah, so that's gonna do it. Tomorrow I'm gonna do the whole. I'm gonna do the whole draft. The picks that I got right, the picks that I got wrong. I'm gonna do that, but again, the Giants are done. The Giants are done. I just have no choice, man. I just have no choice. It's mind-boggling because you would sit there at 11, right? You still could have picked the same player that you would have picked at 20 than you was at 11. So you went from 11 to 20. But like I said, no teams come into the draft with 6 picks. So I understand the Giants. I understand why the Giants did what they did. I'm not sitting here bashing about. I'm not sitting here bashing them about the trade. You know what I'm saying? They felt like they could have gotten more, and they did get more. You know, my situation is the pick. Okay, like you could have sat there and picked a number 11. No, 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 no. Well, obviously, all the good players was gone anyways. So, but still, you still had a plethora of great players. You know, like why not draft an edge rusher? You know that the Giants had 12 sacks last year, tied for what worse? Tied for second worst. They was ranked fourth against their pass. No, they was ranked fourth. They was ranked fourth against the run, 27th against the pass. They had 12 touchdown passes last year. That was tied for 31st. So I understand giving Daniel Jones all these weapons. This is a message to the owner, GM, and the head coach. Like Daniel Jones, you gotta get your crap together. Now we getting you players. We've given you a ton of talent and weapons. Now you have to excel. Because if you don't, then the Giants are gonna be the Washington Redskins searching for a quarterback. And like I said, we don't know when we'll ever see another draft class like this. It might be we might not see this draft class like this for another 10 years or another 5 years. So, yeah, picks are great, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know. David Gettleman gotta go. The pick was understandable, but it just didn't fit the description. You know, like if you look at Odell Beckham Jr., yeah, Odell Beckham Jr. did good for himself. He didn't help the team because 2014, yeah, he won Rookie of the Year. Yeah, he won Best Catch, well, Best Play of the Year, whatever you want to call it. But where was the Giants? The Giants were 7-9. A lot of Giants fans saying that, well, you don't know what you're talking about. The Giants was pretty good. The Giants was great. Like Odell missed the first 4 games. If he didn't, he would have probably eclipsed Randy Moss's record when he was a rookie. But Odell missed the first 4 years. I mean, not the first 4 years. The first 4 games, I should say. He didn't come back until I forgot which week it was, but he came back against the Falcons to make his debut. Now, knock on wood that obviously, I hope Tony is not that type of, receiver that has injury. Because they even said it when they drafted Odell. Like, the only concern is he has like a little hamstring injury. And that's always a Achilles heel on these receivers that's fast. Their fiber muscles, like they tend to like give them problems a lot. With Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill had not leg problems, but he had cramps. Like Odell had cramps. Victor Cruz. What I'm saying? Like it's always something about these short receivers. That's why I like my receivers tall. If you're gonna draft a receiver, make that receiver 6'5", 6'6", Plaxico Burress, Terrell Owens type. You know what I'm saying? Don't make them don't draft these 5'10", 5'11" type of receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna do it in the fourth round, do it in the seventh round, do it in the sixth round. But in the first round, but like I said, man, knock on wood that he doesn't miss a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? Because anything can happen. Nothing is guaranteed. Like he can freaking go for a catch and tear up his hamstring, and he's gonna miss he's gonna be out for like 6 to 9 weeks. Knowing that how preseason is, they're gonna limit preseason to just 2 games. Instead of just 4, it's going to be 2. So there's not going to be enough playing time for him to come back and, be acclimated with the team and stuff. So I just hope that nothing comes bad for him. I'm not wishing that on him, but like I said, you look at Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz had a very great career, but injuries robbed him. Odell Beckham Jr. had a great stance with the Giants, but injuries and being stubborn and hard-headed and being a troublemaker cost him. Now, obviously, Tony is none of those. I think he's clean off the field. You know what I'm saying? Um, so he's not going to cause problems in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? He's probably going to be more of a captain than, meets the eye. He's kind of be like he's going to be that Hakeem Nicks, that Mario Manningham, just don't create problems for yourself, you know what I'm saying, and don't make the team look bad, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to be one of those type of receivers, because Odell wasn't really a leader. Victor Cruz wasn't really a leader. Well, I'll take that back. Victor Cruz was a leader. Odell Beckham Jr. wasn't. It was just me, 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 me. Like he never put the team first, and I think that's what cost him. Great talent, but talent work. But anyways, man, like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna do the whole mock draft. Now I'm gonna do the whole draft, and I'm gonna show you the teams that I got right and the teams that I got wrong. So yeah. So next time, till next time, take care of yourself and each other.